So, welcome everybody to a review of Abandoned from 1949, and this is the fourth film in the Universal Noir #1 box set. So, this is directed by Joseph M. Newman, who also did the really rather good This Island Earth and 7-11 Ocean Drive. The latter film there was in one of the previous Columbia Noir box sets. Clocks in at 78 minutes long and stars Dennis O'Keefe, who's been in a whole host of really rather solid 40s films like The Leopard Man, Raw Deal, T-Men, Walk a Crooked Mile, Chicago Syndicate, as well as other efforts like Woman on the Run and Hangmen Also Die. Also stars Gail Storm, who was in Between Midnight and Dawn, another film from a previous box set, like Walk a Crooked Mile and Chicago Syndicate with Dennis O'Keefe. And also stars Jeff Chandler, who was in Johnny O'Clock, Man in the Shadow, and Broken Arrow. The latter two of those were westerns. So it also has a supporting role, although not a main role, of Raymond Burr, who was in Rear Window, Raw Deal, and Walk a Crooked Mile. So bit of a reunion for Dennis O'Keefe and Raymond Burr there. So this is about Paula Considine, played by Gail Storm, who comes to Los Angeles in search of her missing sister. Newspaperman Mark Sitko, played by Dennis O'Keefe, is investigating on Paula's behalf. He discovers that the sister is dead, a supposed suicide. The whole thing seems a bit fishy to Sitko, and indeed it is. The girl's death was engineered by a black market adoption racket headed by one DeCola. So, this is unfortunately a little bit of a step down over the previous three efforts. I know I had some issues with the previous three, not massive ones. The biggest one was Kiss the Blood Off My Hands with its ending. But, this is a film that does set out to do everything in an above average manner, and it succeeds in doing it all in an above average manner, but it is nonetheless executed in a rather run-of-the-mill way. It's not got any major twists, it's got no narrative structure that is different or anything like that. It's all just straight ahead, hit bish bash bosh, hit everything, and it's on the way from there. So but then again, the baby racket premise is at least a somewhat unique aspect to this film, and not something that I can believe I've seen in anything else. So it is good in that regard, and the cast is also solid. The investigative aspect of the film is engrossing, especially the first act, as you slowly come into realization of what the film is going to be about. It is well paced. It has a decent action scene in the finale. The on-location parts of LA are nicely used. The cinematography is on point, and it doesn't outstay its welcome, being less than 80 minutes long. So just a little bit of a shame that it's a bit of a step down over the previous three, really, but not by a massive margin. I'll still give it 3.5 out of 5, which is only half a star down over the previous three. But at the end of the day, it is a noticeable slight step down. But quite frankly, this box set has been on the whole really rather consistent so far. At least a couple of the other box sets I had films in it that were only 3 stars. There was one that I gave less than 3 stars in the first box set. So on the whole, even though we've not had a massive peak, we've had plenty of films in the previous lot that were 4.5 stars, we are still at least being really rather consistent and not having anything that is noticeably, under average or less than average. So, overall this box set is doing rather nicely, and I do highly recommend Abandon. And especially, like I said, because of the cast, and it is overall engrossing. So, that's the inside for you there. So, if you've seen any of these films in this box set, I'd really like to hear your thoughts on it, on this one or the previous three. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.